Hi guys, the local crazy foreskin lady here. I figured I'd give you guys a little bit of an intro. I'm 24 and about to be 25 soon, and I am the mother to two beautiful little girls, 5 and 10 months, you know. I took up activism about 3 years ago. This is going to sound stupid, but I literally had no idea that circumcision even existed. No idea. I was clueless. That circle on guys' penises, I thought that's just what penises looked like. And there's a train coming, so one moment. It's honking when it's not supposed to. Alright, train's finally moving on. I live right next to the train tracks, so you'll probably hear it from time to time. And anyway, so I became an activist about 3 years ago. And I didn't know what circumcision was. We covered that. I ran across an article by chance, just randomly, you know, and I clicked on it and I read it, and I was appalled. It was a pro-circumcision article. At the time, you know, it claimed to be unbiased, but I know better now. And my reaction was literally, what the fuck? People actually do this to babies? You know, all my life I was told to be gentle with babies because they're fragile, and taught all the ways to be so gentle and careful with them, and just knowing that when people find out they're having a boy, they just forget all that. It just goes right out the freaking window. It baffles me. Absolutely baffles me. That's brainwashing for you. But, you know, so I had to find out why. Why in the world people would do something that horrible. You know, there had to be a reason. It's not like we don't love our children, you know. And so I started researching and reaching out and asking questions, and the more I read, the more I was just like, no, why? This isn't right, you know. And I knew I wouldn't do it to my children, but I still just kind of thought of it as a personal choice. But this lady suggested I watch a video, and once I watched it, honestly, I saw red. I was so angry. I was livid, infuriated. That's absolute torture. It's not right. I mean, we are strapping down children, little tiny, brand new little babies, and chopping up their genitals. For what? For what? For what reason? Cultural bias? Opinions? Religion? That's probably the dumbest reason I've ever heard. I'm sorry. I have to say it. You know, sexual preference. Okay, that's even more dumb. But people do it. Literally. And I knew at that point that not only would I never do something so horrible to my children, ever, but that it shouldn't be done to any children. And that I couldn't keep my mouth shut about it. So I started speaking up. And I continued to research, and I haven't stopped 3 years later. Because, you know, when you are trying to debate with people, you need to know your shit. You know, it can't be purely emotions. But, you know, through my research, I've learned so many things. You know, the foreskin is not just a useless flap of skin, for instance. It's very important to the function of the penis. And, you know, removing it harms male sexuality, and it doesn't just harm the men, it harms us too. It harms us women too. You know, you take away the gliding function and the natural lube and the male G-spot and, you know, the protective layer that keeps a man's penis sensitive and soft, and what are you left with? A stumpy wumpy that you have to learn to work with. And men have had to improvise, and women, you know, have suffered for it. But not only this, but it's so much bigger than just to cut or not to cut. I mean, not only is it a non-decision, because it's not our body, it's not our decision to make, you know, it is not our job as parents to amputate healthy body parts off of our children without, you know, true medical indication. It's goofy. It's not part of our responsibilities. It's just not. You know, but, God, where was I? Lose track of my thoughts sometimes when I'm ranting. But, okay, cultural mind shift. Yeah. Sorry. Anyway, it's so much bigger than that. It's the way we have, and we always have, viewed children. we have this strange idea, this strange view of them, that they are not people, that they are lesser beings, you know, that they're mindless beasts that we need to control and punish and, you know, do as we please with. You know, and people don't like to hear that, but that's exactly what you're doing. You know, you are literally permanently altering their body over an opinion. A few opinions, maybe, but an opinion. It's not right. You know, we think it's okay to hit them, to shame them, to isolate them, to manipulate them, to control them, to treat them like lesser beings because they're smaller, because they need more help. There's something very wrong with that. You know, we really need a huge cultural shift in the way we view our children. We need to see them for the people they are and treat them accordingly. You know, and this issue stems into so many other issues that just they need to be addressed, and I'm here to address it. I am here to put a stop to this awful torture, this barbaric fucking bullshit that we are doing to our children, that we are doing to our men. It's not right. It's not right. And you know what? Things need to change around here. If you would like to learn more about this, or a few other things, you know, stick around. Hit subscribe. You know, I surely will not hesitate to tell you what's on my mind. And hopefully, along the way, you will learn a few things. And, you know, hopefully this will be a good thing. I wish you all a happy day. I'm glad I finally got through an entire video without too much trouble. And I will see you all again soon.